Mother Earth song.
The elders have seen the past. They've seen the present. And I believe now what they've seen in the present, they're envisioning the future. So we have to be prepared and listen to them, and always have an ear to be able to listen to the elders, because they're the knowledge keepers for us. And we're a healing community. We're going to come above and beyond. And we're going to be out there where we're prepared.
Nobody's making use of the land. I see that lacking foresight.
These are some of the trees that Paul Scotchman planted several years ago. He grew for his large family, as well as some community members, helped some of the teenage youth be a part of something during the summer months.
So as a kid growing up, I remember coming over to visit my cousins and watching my Uncle Paul Scotchman gardening in his garden.
My Uncle Paul and my grandmother, they told me stories about used to be a garden out there a long time ago, and there used to be an orchard, and that was kind of their dream, is to get that back in order.
Looking at the food security, putting in the orchards and involving the youth to be able to participate with that, and the summer jobs that went along with them, and then getting them out on the land.
Well, we advertised. We had to apply for funding from ISET at that time, they were called. And that's how we got the youth involved. And they've been involved ever since. And some of them volunteer their time, but majority are paid through ISET, minimum wage.
I was about 16 at the time, and I was a youth at risk, so they brought me into this program to get me going on a better life, a different lifestyle. And I had an interest in growing, and I could grow quite well.
I started being interested in gardening after I had my kids, for food security and to know that the food that they're ingesting or eating is safe for them. And I've always kind of had an interest in gardening. You can buy produce from the grocery stores from all over the world, and you don't know what's on those fruits and vegetables. There's pesticides, there's all sorts of crazy chemicals they use nowadays to keep those produce looking good while they're on the shelf. And with growing your own food, you know where it's coming from, you know what's on that food, you know it's safe for your kids or yourself to ingest.
So at one time there was more agriculture in this community. There was a lot of potato growing, beans, and it's just over time where we started relying more on the food in the stores and large corporations. And this project is more than just growing food. It's about establishing a connection with the land, connection with their food sources, with each other.
Matthew Davidson came up with a brilliant idea, along with Shauna and a few other people, about putting a medicine wheel within the garden there. The contrast of the four directions and the indigenous plants that are there, once they're coming to full bloom, they're going to be in the color of the medicine wheel. And we've started honoring the elders by planting a tree in their name. We'd like to honor all the elders as much as possible through this.